All right. What's going on, party people? It's your man Griff. Yeah, late, early in the morning. Been trying to take time out to do this video real quick with y'all. I was going to do something a little more formal. Had a new toy that I was going to show y'all that I got, but I don't have time because I got I got 7 signings tomorrow. Actually, 6 signings, one Camp Lejeune assignment where I take the paperwork to them and they fill that out, and that's only 7 pages. And my seventh signing of the day, I don't even have the documents yet. So everybody else sent me their stuff. Then one company didn't send me a label. I emailed them. I'm like, I need the label because I planned on leaving and then not having to come all the way back home to print. However, if you have FedEx shipping label, you can you can email that to the FedEx office when you're there. When you go into a FedEx office, email that to them and they'll print it out for you. Sometimes they'll charge you for the printing of it, and sometimes they won't. I don't know if UPS will do that, but I do know FedEx will. So if you do have a shipping label and it's for FedEx, all you got to do is just go to the FedEx print and ship. Don't go to one of the like the warehouse type ones or the ones like at the airport, because a lot of times they won't print for you. But if you go to a pack and ship one where they got all the printers and scanners and all that, they'll go ahead on and I will have to say they'll print it for you. And they'll give you a card. You email the label to them and print it out. Don't email them the documents, just the label, and they'll print that for you. So I may have to do that tomorrow. But I also want to give a shout out to all the people who turned down an order today because of the distance that it was at. It was only 4 pages that the notary had to notarize. It paid 75 bucks. And then they actually printed the documents for me, so I didn't even have to print. And made a really, really good connection with the people. Somebody called me. They found my name on a notary database, called me up, told me what the deal was. It was like, nobody won't take this order. They told me where it was at. I looked with the distance. I was like, yeah, I can see why they don't want to do that, but it's no big deal. What you need me to do and when? And they told me, they said, how soon can you get there? I said, well, I got 2 other closings that I'm working on right now. I said, I can get there probably about 7:30. They said, no problem. They called the guy. They told him, they said, hey, can you, I told him, I said, well, the only issue is that I would have to take time out to go back print, all that. They said, don't worry about printing. He can print for you. I said, y'all okay with that? Because I know y'all like the stuff done on laser. They said, at this point, we just need this stuff done. So it was 4 documents. I don't even remember, I can't even remember what the heck was on them, but it was 4 documents that needed to be notarized. Him and his wife signed all 4 in front of me. I notarized and stamped in front of them and used my Adobe Scan app, click, emailed it back to them like they told me to, and everything is good. And it was a 30-minute drive, okay? It was a way down there in the boonies. Something called Munden Road, Munden Point Road or something like that, down in Virginia Beach, almost to North Carolina. But it didn't take that long to get done. It took, of course, more time driving than anything. 2-lane road, dark, very little lights, winding road. I get it. But I want to say thank you for all of those who didn't do it, who turned it down because you felt it was too far or it just didn't fit you or whatever the case may be. But one of the things I've always shared with y'all, in order to make your name famous in this business with the signing companies and title companies and just people calling you out of the blue, you need to be able to do last minute signings. If you can't do last minute signings, you're going to have a hard time, especially if you're full time. You got to be in a position to where you can do last minute signings. If you're like, I need everything laid out, I need to know 5 days ahead of time, all of that, that may work in some cases, but I'm telling you, there's going to be times where you can make a really good connection, get some good pay, and you just got to take the orders. I mean, case in point, the reason why it took me a little longer to get on tonight, because just right when I was getting ready to get on at 10:45, right now it's 12:56. Okay, so 10:45 at night on the 15th. Right now it's 12:56, the 16th a.m. I was getting ready to hop on, and an order came in at 10:45 at night. It's only 20 pages. I didn't know it at the time, but it came in for a good fee, and I said, I'll take it. I'm gonna squeeze it in tomorrow. That's what put me at 7, and it's only 20 pages. And right now, I got a 7 page, yeah, 7 page. I think everything that I got right now is between 7. Okay, I got 6 right now. So out of the 6, 5 of them are 60 pages or less. So I got a 20 page, a 30, 20 page, 30 page, 50 page, a 7 page, and something else, and 116 pages. That's so very few pages. It's not going to be hard for me to go in, knock those bad boys out. I think 2 of them are 30 pages. I don't know what the last one's going to be. Hopefully that'll be a small one because I think that's the sellers also. But one came in at 10:45 tonight or last night, and I just grabbed it. No questions asked. Boom, I'm gonna find a way to squeeze it in, and it ended up only being 20 pages. And then the one that I have before that is only 7 pages. So I'm like, it works out that way sometimes, people. So you got to be willing to take last minute signings. You got to get your mind right. You got to have your equipment, everything, so you can do a last minute sign. If you're unwilling to do those, I get it. Not everybody wants to do last minute, but I'm telling you, that's how you're gonna make your money. And there were a lot of people out here saying for for a long time, don't take last minute signings. Don't take them. As a new notary, you don't want to do that. But you can't control, we can't control, I can't control, none of us can control when an order comes. And a lot of people know this. A lot of the senior notary people, they know this, and I get it. If you take a last minute signing, you're new, and especially if you're uncomfortable about notarizing, yeah, it can be nerve wracking. That's why I focus and try to on getting you to understand notarizing is the key. When you understand how to notarize, you can handle a last minute signing because more than likely, 98% of the time, they're not focused on you saying anything about the documents. They're concerned about you getting them documents notarized. Those 4 pages happen to be all the same document, and they didn't care. They wasn't about, okay, well, how do you explain the documents and do you go over the who and the what? And they don't. When they got last minute signings and they done had 3, 4, 5 people tell them no, they won't take the order, and people was literally saying, okay, I'll do it. And then once they got the address and saw where it was at, they're like, no, I ain't doing it. And I'm like, so how do you think that can make you look toward that company? How do you think it made me look toward that company? This is what you got to look at. Now, granted, if you're a part-time notary driving way out there where I had to go, I get it. But if you full-time or trying to go full-time and trying to make some kind of money, trying to hit a financial goal, 75 is 75. And, you can't beat that, and the same thing I'm getting for the 4 page. So, 7 page 4 page, 75, 7 page, 75. I'm like, what is wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with those fees, in my opinion, based off of the level of work that I have to do to make them. So that's on y'all. I don't know what else to say. I've been saying this stuff for now near 2 years, and it's been proven correct because people are seeing that, okay, I just got to get out here and do this work. And you got in your head all of these other people who are much more popular, much more seasoned than me, that are telling you don't take last minute orders. But if 40% of the orders you see per a week are last minute orders, look at how much money you're missing out on. So do you keep doing that and just saying? So the question would be, when do you get prepared? I'm saying how to say it. How do you go about preparing yourself to get ready for last minute signings, and when are you going to be ready? How do you get prepared to take last minute signings, and when are you going to be ready? This is the question that I'm asking you. Answer it down in the comments section below. Maybe there's something I can do to help you. I don't know. But you got to define, how do I need to get prepared to do a last minute signing? What is it in my mind, in my heart, that I need to have straight in order to do a last minute signing? Because that is what you got to get to. And that's where I was at. And once I figured it out for me, boom, I made sure it happened. I got myself together, and now I do them. So don't say this, well, Griff, you've been doing this. Yeah, I've been doing it because I've been doing it. I've been doing it because I've been doing it. You can't ever say you've been doing something if you never do something. If you want to have the reputation of doing something, then do something. You can't do something if you're not doing something. It's that simple. So I'm gonna prep these docs, go to bed, get back up, starting off at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. So nope, I ain't gonna have a whole lot of sleep. I'll probably get up around 7. I already know what I'm gonna wear, and I will have everything laid out and ready to rock and roll tomorrow morning. But y'all, just wanted to share that with y'all, and y'all have a good one. Feel free to comment, like, share. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one. Peace.